Welcome back to another episode of what we call Musky Fishing Basics. Today we're going to talk cold fronts because inevitably you're going to be on a fishing trip and you're going to run across a cold front because if you're out on the water enough, it's bound to happen. In fact, it's happened numerous times already this season.
Absolutely.
Steve, let's talk a little bit about location. When you're confronted with a cold front, what are you generally looking for as far as cover and depth?
So, when you run into a cold front midsummer period, typically what I'm going to do, Jeff, is I'm going to look for really thick cover. The fish generally don't change position a lot. They just usually hunker down in. And they generally won't come up and chase baits that are going straight and fast across the top of the surface. They want things down a little bit closer to their strike zone, and they definitely like that start and stop.
So what type of baits are we looking at using?
Typically what I'm going to do, especially if it's a severe cold front and I know that we're going to have to really slow down and or do jerk baits or start and stop baits, obviously the bulldog. And what I'll do with the rubber is I'll actually pound it right through the cover, and it's really a great technique for fishing through cold fronts. When nothing else is working, really my go-to tactic is bashing rubber into cover, breaking it free. Obviously you don't want to be getting snagged up in the cover a lot, but you definitely want to be making cover contact. And then another tool that works really well would be a dive and rise jerk bait like a suic or a bobby. That start and stop action, stopping in the hole right in front of the fish's strike zone, a lot of times will generate that instinctual response and get you a strike when a bucktail or a topwater are running high and fast over the top of their head. The fish simply aren't going to move for it. There's another situation when fish get in shallow cover that's very, very thick, is I'll actually throw these big blades and I'll slow roll them and bulge them through very thick cover, and you'll get that same sort of response where if you were burning the bucktail or burning a topwater past them, most of the time they're just going to let it go by. But I found that by slow rolling and actually making cover contact with the blades, occasionally bumping into that stuff, we're getting really good reaction bites as well. So really what you're trying to do is create that instinctual response and get that reaction bite.
So there you go. On your next trip when you're confronted with a cold front, hopefully you can refer to this video and put a few fish in the net. If you like what we're doing, check out our next video.